Hey friends, and welcome to this new video dedicated to Garten of Banban. Today we will talk about a truly exciting topic because, as you know, a few weeks ago Garten of Banban 9 was officially announced. This is the brand new chapter of the saga which will arrive in the future but is already creating huge hype among all the fans of the series. In this video we will focus in particular on the new messages we received directly from Faris and Geppo, the two official developers of the game. And we are not talking about simple hints or community speculations, but real messages that the developers themselves have decided to share. This is a fundamental detail, because until now, the euphoric brothers had remained silent after the initial announcement, without releasing much information. But now the situation has changed. They have broken the silence and talked to us about what we will see very soon. What makes everything even more interesting is the fact that this is not just any announcement, but previews linked to a new official video that will be published shortly. So we are facing a crucial moment. Not only do we know that the 9th chapter is coming, but we can also expect that the next video content will reveal brand new details about the story, the characters, and perhaps even the new areas of the game. During this video, we will analyze these messages together. We will try to understand what clues they contain and how they prepare us for the release of Garten of Banban 9. So stay with me until the end, because I will show you everything we know so far, and we will also make some guesses about what we could see in the new chapter. Now let's focus on what the next upcoming video will be. As many of you might have already guessed, it's going to be the brand new episode of the Banban Chronicles. For those who don't know, the Banban Chronicles is a series of videos released directly on the official channel of the developers, where the secrets, backstories, and hidden details of the various Garten of Banban characters are explored. Over time, this series has proven to be essential for better understanding the game's lore, because it often contains information that isn't openly explained in the main chapters but helps connect the events and build a clearer vision of the whole story. And it's not just a coincidence. In fact, every time a new chapter of the saga is released, a new episode of the Banban Chronicles follows within just a few weeks. It has almost become a tradition, a fixed appointment that fans now eagerly await because it always brings new revelations, and this time is no exception. We actually have official confirmation. Just yesterday, Geppo, one of the two main developers alongside Faris, wrote a very important message on Discord. In that message, Geppo stated that the new episode of the Banban Chronicles is already in the editing phase. This is a huge detail, because it means that the recording and main production part has already been completed and the official release is really close. The fact that the video is already in editing makes one thing very clear. We won't have to wait long. It could be released very soon. Maybe even today, or at the latest within the next week. The developers have always been quite fast in these situations, so we can prepare to receive the new episode very soon. But the real question is, which character will be the focus of this new episode? The possibilities are many and all very exciting. Some fans believe the video could be dedicated to one of the new characters who made their debut in the more recent chapters, such as Flambeau, the main mascot of Chapter 8. But there are also those who think that this time the focus could return to one of the classic characters who haven't yet received their own episode. A perfect example is Jumbo Josh, one of the first characters of the saga, who despite being so iconic and important, has never been fully explored in the Banban Chronicles. That would definitely be a huge piece of content for all the fans. So, the new episode is right around the corner and the possibilities are endless. Very soon we'll have the final confirmation, but in the meantime, I'd love to hear your opinion too. Which character would you like to see in the next episode of the Banban Chronicles? Would you prefer a focus on newcomers like Flambeau, or would you rather have the developers talk about a classic character like Jumbo Josh? Now let's take a look at a second official message written by Geppo, which once again concerns the Banban Chronicles. This time the content is even more interesting, because it opens a window on a theme that excites the community a lot: the scrapped characters. As we know, in the various episodes of the Banban Chronicles, not only are the secrets of the main characters of the saga revealed, but often we also get to see those concepts and designs that, for one reason or another, were never included in the official chapters of the game. It's thanks to this series that we discovered strange and chilling figures like Fuchsia, the mysterious Oscar star, or that hybrid creature with two heads, one dog and one cat, which immediately caught the attention of all the fans. Well, according to what Geppo wrote, what we've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg. In his message on Discord, Geppo declared that the scrapped characters shown up to now represent only a very small portion of all the designs that were actually created and then discarded during the development of the various Garten of Banban chapters. This is huge, because it confirms that over time the developers have worked and experimented with an impressive number of creatures, many of which have never been revealed yet. Now, if we connect this information to the fact that the next episode of the Banban Chronicles is already in the editing phase, we can deduce something very important. It's highly likely that in the next few days, besides focusing on a character we already know, the developers will also reveal a brand new scrapped character never seen before. That would be the perfect twist, because it would keep the fans' curiosity alive and at the same time expand even more the narrative universe of the game. Just imagine how many possibilities there are. Creatures with bizarre shapes, combinations of animals or objects that never pass the testing phase, designs too complex or too disturbing to be included in the main chapters. The idea that many more of these characters exist, ready to be revealed in the coming episodes, opens up truly massive scenarios. And that's not all. If the developers decided to reveal that there are still many unreleased scrapped characters, it means they're not just marginal curiosities, but that they probably have a bigger role in building the mystery and the appeal of the whole saga. They could even become canon in the future or appear as hidden Easter eggs in the upcoming chapters. So, the next episode of the Banban Chronicles won't just be an opportunity to explore the characters we already know, but it could also give us the very first appearance of a never-before-seen scrapped one, expanding even further the creepy roster of creatures that inhabit the Garten of Banban universe. And you? What kind of new scrapped character would you like to see? Maybe another animal hybrid, or a completely original creature never imagined before? Let me know in the comments. Now let's move on to the messages written by Faris, the other member of the Euphoric Brothers. After seeing the news shared by Geppo, it's time to focus on what Faris decided to write on Discord in the past few days. And I assure you that also in this case there are some very interesting clues. In particular, Faris shared two messages that made the community discuss a lot. The first message is a single word, Uni. The second one is even simpler, but at the same time more enigmatic. This weekend, at first sight they might seem like two unrelated short notes, but if we stop and analyze them, we realize that behind them there could be some really significant hints. Let's start with the first one, Uni. This name is not new for the most attentive fans. In fact, it refers to Uni Baluni, one of the characters we will see in the upcoming chapters of Garten of Banban. The curious thing is that the developers mention this name very often on Discord, much more than others, and this leads us to an important reflection. If they keep mentioning him with such insistence, it means that Uni Baluni will be a central character for the future of the story. We are not talking about a simple side character, but about someone who will probably play a key role in the development of the plot, or maybe bring crucial revelations about the lore. And then we have the other message, this weekend. Even if it doesn't seem connected to the first one, it is impossible not to wonder what Faris meant with this sentence. Maybe it's a clue that this very weekend something important is going to happen. A new announcement, a trailer, or maybe the release of the long-awaited Banban Chronicles episode. Considering that today is Friday, the possibility that we'll get some concrete news in just a few hours is really high. We might be very close to an official surprise, and this makes the wait even more exciting. In any case, whether it's about Uni Baluni or about an upcoming announcement, one thing is certain, the Euphoric Brothers are leaving clues everywhere and they are preparing us for something really big. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.